Login complete. Welcome to Alyx's world.
After weeks of being on top of the world, the Jinder has finally been hindered. Everybody, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is my WWE Monday Night Raw, damn it, review. January 15th, 2024, we are literally, 1 week away from this Saturday, the Royal Rumble 2024. In my opinion, what should be one of the best Rumbles in a long time. Simply because the people in charge, the regime, the game, Nick Khan and everyone has done a great job, an excellent job of giving every single performer, every single wrestler a direction, a character, something to relate to. So when they finally start to interact with one another during the Royal Rumble, it's going to be a big deal. Because you're not just going to get CM Punk. You're not just going to get Cody Rhodes. You're not just going to get Drew McIntyre, Gunther. You're not just going to get the regular people, the Jey Usos. You're going to see these big top stars interact with, oh, thank you, Chad Gable. They're going to interact with Bronson Reed. They're going to interact with Jinder. Don't hinder the Jinder Mahal. Everyone that's gotten major stories, minor stories, they're going to cross paths. And when that happens, who knows the kind of stories we'll be able to get. Some of those stories might lead to WrestleMania matches. And let's not talk about potential surprises and returns. I have a feeling we could see the return of a certain Mr. Sami Zayn to come after Mr. Drew McIntyre and many other things that who knows what might happen. I am excited for both the women and the men's Royal Rumble this year, and I'll have a lot more to say about it next week. Not just on the review show, but the preview show. That's right. I'm going to give you my thoughts, unfiltered, next Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be joined by A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition to discuss, preview, and predict the 2024 Royal Rumble. We will discuss potential surprise entrants, winners, and of course, we'll get into the big discussion on what should main event WrestleMania. And best believe, we got a lot to say about that. But that's next week. And Rumble is also next week. What about this week? What about tonight's episode of Raw? One of my favorite TV shows of all time. And maybe this is part of the reason why I'm the way I am. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, to me, was one of those shows that every episode, every second of every episode, except the one episode about The Fly, had purpose. See, Breaking Bad was one of those shows known for not having one filler episode. Not a single filler episode. Every single episode had purpose, had a direction, had some kind of a massive cliffhanger that kept you coming back for more. Apart from that one episode involving The Fly, which is notorious for being the only episode that's maybe considered filler. And the reason why it's notorious is because it literally is. Although it really isn't if you watch it. But you can say it's filler. Because although the story doesn't get advanced, it does massively develop the characters. And the reason I'm bringing that up is I feel like that Fly episode was exactly what we got tonight. No stories were advanced. Not much was really done to change the trajectory of the Royal Rumble or get you to maybe see things differently. I was assuming well, since Seth Rollins doesn't have a match, this would be a good time to do something about that. Maybe have Damian Priest cash in, and then we do the rematch. Damian Priest, Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Or shock the world, have Jinder Mahal win the title, and then do Seth and Jinder at Royal Rumble. Because I was sitting here going, we cannot get to Royal Rumble, a show that's going to have maybe 50,000 people in attendance. I don't even know what the actual attendance looks like, but I think it's around 50,000, right? Might be a little bit less or a little bit more. How do you get to that show and not have Seth Rollins on the card? I don't see that happening. I don't know what the hell is getting ready to happen in the next week or so, but we have got to get Seth Rollins on that show. How we get there, I have no idea. I have no idea how we get Seth Rollins on that show. Maybe he's not wrestling. Maybe he is in the show. Maybe he's in the skybox. But that would be interesting. The one show of the year, it's not even like a regular show, guys. This is one of the big 4 pay-per-views of the entire year. It's literally the one show under WrestleMania. How I rank it: WrestleMania number 1, Rumble number 2, SummerSlam number 3, and then Survivor Series number 4, maybe Money in the Bank. But personally, I rank it that way. Why would you not have your World Heavyweight Champion wrestle on that show? Interesting call. Not saying that it would hurt the show if he doesn't wrestle, but I would think, of all people, Seth Rollins, one of the most over baby faces in the world, would at least be on the show, on the card. So that's an interesting choice, to have him beat Jinder Mahal here, hinder the Jinder, and not follow up with anything. What, is Damian Priest just going to cash in and get him a title shot? No, I don't see that happening. Because I think Damian Priest and Finn Balor are going to be in a tag team championship match against DIY, if I'm not mistaken, right? Man, I don't know. We'll have to figure this one out. But me personally, I feel like when it comes to building to Royal Rumble, didn't get much of that this year. I mean, this week. I think overall the build to it has been a lot better than most years. I think my excitement for the Rumble here in 2024 might be the highest since... When was the last Rumble I was this excited for? Because it's been a while. It's been a while. Have there been Rumbles that delivered, but I went in kind of meh about? Yeah. But it's been a minute, a big minute, since I've been like, ooh, I can't wait for this Rumble. I think the last one where I was at least somewhat excited for it was 2018, because that one had Nakamura in it. I think. I might have to sit on this. I'm going to have to sit on this for one. Let me sit on this one for real. Because it has been a good minute since I've been excited for a Royal Rumble. I'm excited about this one. Let me just kind of run down some things about the show that piqued my interest. That segment with Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. That was interesting. Not just because of the promo. Some of you are saying that Becky sounded like she was reading off of a piece of paper. She was. Clearly, Becky Lynch writes her promos. Because she talks like she writes her own promos. Not hating on it. It just... You ever just been to like a theater class or an actor class, and you get that one student that is like literally reading their lines word for word? That's kind of like what's going on with Becky here. I see that she wants to do something different and maybe add a little bit more substance, depth to her segments, her feuds, and her programs. I appreciate that. I appreciate her more where it at least felt like it was off the cuff. You know, I think Becky wants to do something a little bit more different than what she's been doing before. I feel like she's doing a little too much, but I do appreciate the stinger at the end of this. And that stinger was Becky believes that Rhea Ripley is better than her. And that Rhea Ripley is someone that she can't beat. Which is interesting. You know, it's not like she's fought people before that was better than her, but she at least thought she can beat them, a la Ronda Rousey. And I'm not going to say the other one, but, you know, that one. Miss My Hole. This is the first person where Becky literally just said, I don't know if I can beat you, bro. And that's an obstacle I need to overcome. Which makes me think that's the WrestleMania match. The moment she put that out there, I went, well, shit. I mean, yeah, I think that's the direction then. We'll probably do Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley at Chamber, and then have Becky win the Chamber for the women on that show. The Raw side will have the women, the SmackDown side will have the men, and I'm assuming that Bayley will win the Women's Rumble. And the odds-on favorite to win the Men's Rumble, to my surprise, color me surprised, is CM Punk. That came out this week. What the hell? Yeah, CM Punk is the odds-on favorite. I thought it was Cody Rhodes. But, alright, so CM Punk might actually win the Rumble. I mean, he was gonna be my pick, but the more I think about it now, because of The Rock getting involved, I think I might have to go with Cody. So if Cody wins, that means Punk will have to win Chamber to fight Seth Rollins. But there's a side of me that still thinks Punk can win, which is why I'm excited about this Rumble. Cody Rhodes had a in-ring promo, tit for tat, spat, with Drew McIntyre, basically telling him, I am relishing my second chance, but you, Drew, you're complaining about yours. Interesting little promo there. I'm more interested in seeing what CM Punk and Cody Rhodes will say next week. Oh, God. Now, you know that one's going to be fire because no one scripts CM Punk segments. No one is scripting his segments. That means Cody can say whatever the hell he wants, and I have a feeling there's going to be some AEW references in there. They won't come out and talk about AEW, but they'll reference it. That's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure Punk will knock him for, hopefully you won't run off like you did in the last company. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. The rest of the show was just, again, you know, I won't say it was a waste of time, but me personally, it felt like a filler episode. It's my same issue with this past episode of SmackDown. It's just build up. It's set up, it's build up, and I'm at the point now where I'm like, you're getting the aroma of the food. You smell it. You hear it sizzling. You know when you eat, it's gonna be delicious, right? But damn it, it's like it's been cooking for months now, and I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. And that's my issue. It's like, all right, I know eventually we're going to get to Chad Gable and Gunther. I know eventually we're going to do the New Day versus Imperium. I know eventually we're going to get to Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. I know eventually we're going to get to Bayley and Io Sky. I know eventually we're going to get to CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I know eventually we're going to get to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and The Rock. I see the vision. I know that when we get closer to WrestleMania and then we get these storylines kicked into gear, it's going to cook. I know. And I'm going to enjoy my dinner. But getting there, it's like, come on. Why is it such a slug? I don't even want to say it's a slug. But Triple H is the kind of person, and you know what? He did the same thing on NXT. He is meticulous. He is very ruthless with when things should happen. And he doesn't change plans. He doesn't bend. He wants you to wait to a certain moment for something to pop off. Because it's all a part of his plan. And in the meantime, he's just going to give you a little bit here, a little bit there. He'll do a couple of filler episodes before we get to the main episodes. But when those main episodes hit, like, for instance, next week, with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk coming face-to-face for the first time, we're going to have a lot to talk about. We're going to have a lot to talk about when we get to that episode. That's going to be a fire promo. You already know. And you already know because that's the first time that Punk and Cody Rhodes came together since well, basically since they met face-to-face backstage on SmackDown. I think. Was it SmackDown or was it Raw? I think it was Raw. Whenever the hell they had their little face-to-face and Punk shook Cody's hand. I think that was SmackDown. That was Tribute to the Troops, I believe, right? Okay. Whichever one that was. So I have a feeling that's going to leave a lot to talk about. That's going to give us a lot to talk about next week. All right. Let me just go ahead and pay these bills. Let's do the sponsorships. Let's get to the rest of the show. And then, we'll see what we can conjure up here. Before I even begin the usual stuff that I usually plug at the beginning, we're going to make a big push this week. I already told the moderator, so I'm going to announce it right now. We have opened a Discord. The Discord for the channel is now open. We are going to try to get at the very least. Now, my mods have told me it's only a couple, I think it's like 70, 60 people in there right now. I want 100 people by next Saturday because I want to try to have a Royal Rumble party. So all of you here in the live chat now who are going to be available next Saturday for the Royal Rumble, I am asking and imploring you to join the Discord so we can all be interacting and chatting during the Royal Rumble next week. That's what I want. So I say 100. I actually want a lot more. But I at least, the bare minimum right now is 100. This is a project that the moderators have started. This is a baby that Elias has created. And I'm going to do what I can to use my platform to make that platform, to make that Discord as fruitful, as prosperous, and as good as it can be. And the moderators are going to give you guys, they're going to give you guys their clothes out their back. They're going to break their backs to give you the best Discord platform, because I know that they will. So, if you haven't followed the Discord yet, you can do so right now with the link in the description box. And I think one of the moderators are putting it in the live chat. I'm not too sure who posted it yet, but let me see. Well, there we go. Khalil does everything. We're going to go ahead and pin that to the top. So that's pinned. You should see Khalil does everything's post pinned to the top. Go ahead and go there. Give it a follow. And we'll have ourselves a Royal Rumble party as we interact for the Royal Rumble. All right. Wanted to get that out there. Now let's pay these bills. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. And help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads, give me a follow on Discord, give me a follow on TikTok, where I am the techest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, Mama America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box. Today's sponsor, because Friday's stream happened late, around midnight, which is my fault. I unfortunately missed out on a chance to plug this sponsorship, so we're gonna do it again tonight. Because usually Raw is reserved for either Surfshark or Audible. We're gonna skip that this week. Extra Wallet needs the platform because that is a great sponsor for this channel. So tonight's sponsor is Extra Wallet. Changing the way you carry your items one day at a time. If you're someone that wants an Extra Wallet, ladies and gentlemen, I can get you a smart wallet right now for 40% off or anything from the Extra Wallet store. Now let's get a quick word from this sponsor for more details, and then we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Exter. In today's age, old leather wallets are a thing of the past. People are looking for something more efficient. That's where Exter comes in. It can fit in your front pocket or any other space convenient for your access. It is the perfect smart wallet for minimalists that only carry essential items such as credit cards and IDs. It also has a cool pop-up feature that allows you to see what's inside, so you always know what you're getting out. Plus, it comes with its own tracker that connects with your phone, so if you ever misplace it, you can instantly find it. Amazing designs, amazing features, all at amazing prices. And today, if you click the link down below and use the promo code JUSTALEX, you can get 40% off any purchase you make. I truly believe this is a great gift and it's changing the way people carry their items. So don't hesitate. Use the link below and get you a wallet today. Alright, thank you all so much for being here for this lovely live stream. Please show some love to the moderators, Ultra Shot Nancy, Fires the Heart, Elias, Adibi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything, and of course, Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Someone is telling me that the link doesn't work. Really quick, let me go ahead and check it out myself. I want to be giving you guys a link that's broken, like Matt Harvey. It works for me. I just clicked it, it went straight to the page. And it works for me. Alright, well, let me know. Let me know if you guys are having a problem with that link. But yeah, I think everything should be okay. By the way, that new song you hear in the background, that, my friends, is Hindsight. Hindsight was one of the songs donated to my channel to, of course, give it a platform, which is something that I take very big pride in. I love giving that platform, using my platform to give songs a chance to be put out to a big audience. I'm seeing people say they're having link issues. Okay, so people are telling me that the link is not working. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let me see something really quickly. Let me go here, because for some reason the link worked for me. Maybe it's one of those things where we had to invite people. So this is what we'll do. I will go to the Discord here, and I will find. Let me see, where is invite at? Invite people. Okay. So, we're gonna find... So, A&B Convo says it's working for them. Alright, so we're gonna try this link. So, I'm gonna give you a new link. It's gonna lead to the same spot. But, try that link. So, that's the new link I just posted. Hopefully that'll work out for you guys. And if anybody else is having link issues, let me know. But I think we should be fine. Okay, so try my link. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see here. It's not letting me pin it right now. I have to try it again later. But whenever you see my link, guys, try that. If you're still having link issues, let me know. Okay, so again, I'm gonna be pushing the Discord really hard this week, because I really want us to have 100 people in there. And by the way, people are saying my link works. Okay, well, whichever link works for you, y'all let me know. You have 2 links in there. What was I about to say? Yeah, so moderators, let me know what number we're at. Keep tabs on the people who are in. I would like to get to, at the very least, 100 by the end of the night. And then we'll push and push and push. And then throughout the week, we'll try to get more and more and more people. I would like to have, at my ultimate goal, 1,000. I know. That's a big Discord, but I think we can do it. We should get 1,000. That's not too hard. What was I plugging? Oh, the song. Hindsight. The song you hear in the background, ladies and gentlemen, is Hindsight. One of the songs donated to me over the last few weeks, and I genuinely love this song. I think it's really cool, very down to earth, very chill. I think the people who made it are great people, great artists. I can't pronounce his name, but it's like G. Chalet. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. But anyways, check him out. Check out his work. He's very, very good. Alright, I think you guys are ready for me to stop talking. You want me to get to these shoutouts, right? So, of course, we gotta do the one thing that I can't forget about. Be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. It's something we content creators have to do. We have to plug it because we have to please the algorithm odds. So help boost the algorithm by hitting that like button. Now, we can get to the shoutouts. We got Highway Dylan Danger, Mr. Dylan Danger. You got JJ, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? JJ Bulldog. I see King of Waco Mundo, Darcy Chatham, Nate Klein. Mr. Klein, I'm gonna need you to give me a nickname. You too, Jason Lewis. I see you in here saying nobody knows who DIY is. Well, you know what, sir? You're right, but I know who they are, and they're amazing. They'll connect eventually. They connected tonight. I love that they're getting more and more over. They're getting more and more over as time goes by. And I think by next year, they're going to be really hot. And then we can begin the heel turn again for Tommaso Ciampa. And we can get Daddy Ciampa again. Mark Justice. Mark Justice says, CM Punk and Bayley will win the Rumbles. Well, those are my picks. As of right now. Maybe next week I might lean towards Cody again. I'm going back and forth between CM Punk and Cody. I don't know. But I like that. June Heat. Croagunk Sniper. Miss Lauren Biggs in the His House. Good to have you here, Miss Lauren Biggs. T Peasy. Mr. T Peasy 1987. Good to have you here, sir. And I want everybody to stop what they're doing. Now, next week, you're going to get to see them live and in color. But you get a chance to get a taste of their presence tonight in the live chat. Everyone show your love to A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition. Coming over here after their live stream. Family with family, you like to hear it, you like to see it. And by the way, as they said, smash it. Rack it. Okay, we're getting kind of X-rayed with that one. Just hit the like button. Cleo Does Everything said maybe you have to sign up. If you don't have a Discord, that's probably a reason why the link doesn't work either. So, for now, just use my, if you're having problems with the original link with Cleo Does Everything, you can just use my invite link. But you know what? Let me go ahead and just, I might have to just go ahead and pin the invite link, but we'll do that later. We'll do that later. T Peasy says I'm a woman. Oops, sorry. My bad, Taraji P. Henson. TP. Is that who you are, Taraji? Taraji P. Henson, T. Peasy? My bad. You just got in here, damn. Sorry, my bad. Alright, 3 more. Nelly Nell, John Beal II, and Blackwing Gaming. Waiting on the Johnny Gargano to be Sting whenever his friend betrays him. Yeah, he's gonna. You mean to be shocked when his friend betrays him? Well, yeah. Alright, y'all. Enough of the preliminary stuff. We want to go ahead and get to this Raw. It's gonna be a pretty succinct, to the point Raw review. But we here. We gonna do it. And there ain't nothing much to do about it. But one more plug I want to give it to. I want to give it to our Super Chat champion here. Franklin Torres, who will be defending his belt at the Royal Rumble next Saturday. So, what's interesting about my Super Chat champs? These aren't your average Super Chat champs. Because you can have the average champ that just shows up here and there to say hi, but doesn't contribute. There's something different about people like Franklin Torres, about Nickname Mai, about Victor Velasco, about King Mike Tots. There's something different about him. When they show up, this ain't a game to them. They take this Super Chat Championship with pride. When I say this is the most prestigious belt in the YouTube space, I means it. They ain't just coming up here to give you 50, 20, 30. Nah. These are wannabe baller shot callers. And lately, people have been calling out Franklin Torres, which is interesting. They've been calling him out saying, I want your belt, sir. Well, all are welcomed for that Super Chat Championship gold. But be warned, if you come for the king, you best not miss. And Franklin Torres is going to hold that belt for his tribal chief. Can you take the belt from him and stop him from bringing the belt, keeping it warm, for the return of the tribal chief Nickname Mai? And if you're going to do that, you best be willing to take his neck. Because he ain't letting it go without a fight. We will find out who takes this belt next Saturday at the Royal Rumble. Just wanted to get that preview in. These Super Chat Championship defenses are crazy, though. They be coming for it. They be coming for it. Alright, Monday Night Raw. I saw that A and B Convo said it in the live chat. It was an interesting episode. And I think I put it best in the opener when I was talking about the show. This episode was the equivalent of the Fly episode in Breaking Up the Bad. Breaking Up the Bad. Breaking Bad. Breaking Up the Bad. The bad is breaking. It hasn't broken yet, but it's getting ready to break bad. And the bad that when it breaks is going to be Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. The one filler episode out of what felt like, 6 seasons? Technically 5, but 6 seasons was the Fly episode. And this episode of Monday Night Raw was a Fly episode. It had some development in the characters, but for the most part, it didn't go nowhere. Again, I know people are just like, God damn, can we get to the fucking point? Can we get to the point of these storylines? It's just filler and filler and filler. And I keep telling y'all, look, Triple H is very meticulous when he wants storylines to actually start paying off. We know eventually that Raw and SmackDown are going to start cooking very, very soon. But in the meantime, it's just set up and build up. And eventually, we will finally start to see things come into play. But in the meantime, what we're getting is not bad. The opening segment, first off, they did a video package saying it's good to be free in America. Because I had a dream that Martin Luther King, our civil rights leader, no justice, no peace, no violence. MLK Day, special tribute, a man of the people. Oh, is that a member? We get a super chat member? Oh no, that's just Mr. Unfamiliar. Mr. Unfamiliar renewing his membership. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. He says, they hindered my boy Jinder, but his time is coming. It'll happen. Now, I believe when it comes to this first episode, segment with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, they are purposely interrupting Cody because they don't even want him to mention Roman Reigns and or The Rock. They're gonna keep it out of people's minds until we get to CM Punk and Cody next week. And there's a reason why we're doing that. And I'll get more into this. You know what? No, I can talk about this now. I think right now we're in a very interesting position where fans are split. A few months ago, you asked me who was going to win Rumble, who was going to main event WrestleMania. Before CM Punk returned, before The Rock came back. I would have told you Cody Rhodes. Without question, Cody. 100%. But all of a sudden, we get boom, boom. 2 massive returns. CM Punk and The Rock, and all that gets put in doubt. And now, a man that was the favorite isn't even being discussed. Everyone just keeps saying that it's going to be CM Punk to win the Rumble. And in my head, and it still kind of feels this way, the one person that should be the favorite is Cody Rhodes. But I think WWE is doing this on purpose. They're not having him talk about winning the Rumble. They're not having him talk about facing Roman or potentially fighting The Rock too. Or maybe being usurped by The Rock. Because I think there's going to be a point in time in the future where Cody is going to have his "what do you want to talk about" shoot promo. Very similar to what he did in AEW. And he's going to rock the entire world. They're taking their time with it. That's why he's not saying much. He hasn't been saying much for the last few months, honestly. And that's by design. Tonight, most of the talking came from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre came out, told Cody what he told CM Punk last week. I'm here to win the Rumble. One day, Cody, you're going to finish your story. It just won't be this time. That Rumble is meant for me. I need to do the thing that has been eluding me. I need to win a world championship in front of the big audience. That is my story. That's what I'm sticking to. And just like Punk last week, he keeps being told, all you do is complain. All you do is whine. All you do is bitch and moan about how everybody screws you. I mean, Drew McIntyre is one of the most tragic wrestlers we have right now. Simply because he tried it the right way. He was the guy. He did get the moment, but no one was there. And then when he almost had it, it was in the palm of his hands to have it again. Clash at the Castle, he got screwed. Tragic character. Has a really, really good story. Something to sink your teeth into. But I don't think anyone expects him to eliminate Cody Rhodes. It won't be Drew who eliminates Cody. It will probably be CM Punk. We're going to find out how that's going to work out next week. But yeah, Cody basically told Drew that he's a little bitch. And reminded him the last time we fought, who won the match. Now, I'm not too sure which match Cody and Drew are talking about. Because I think they had a match in WWE. Can't remember it. But I know they had a match in the Indies as well. And last I checked, I think Cody won that match. He won both of them, actually. Now, that segment was interesting. Simply because, again, neither... And it happened last week, too. Drew got a lot to say in both his promos with CM Punk and Cody. Neither Cody and CM Punk had a lot to say. And I think that was on purpose because next week, they're both going to have a lot to say. And I think when we get to that segment, when CM Punk and Cody Rhodes stand inside the ring one by one, face to face, the first time it's happened since, again, since they came face to face on SmackDown. The question is, who does the crowd get behind? That's the real question. We sit here, we really think about who's the fan favorite. Everyone keeps saying that Cody Rhodes is the guy. Cody Rhodes is the one to end the story, to finish the story, to end Roman's reign. But is he? I mean, we sit here and we act like that's the direction. What if we get to the segment next week? And this is just hypothetically speaking. Cody Rhodes stands side by side CM Punk and he gets booed. Because I've always thought about that. See, Cody Rhodes is one of the biggest baby faces now. But what happens when he meets another big baby face? When he meets another person who hasn't gotten an opportunity to do what he's done? When he meets someone who, let's just be real, is the biggest star in wrestling today, The Rock, what's going to happen to Cody when he's standing side by side across the ring from them? Because it's one thing to get cheered when it's Brock Lesnar inside the ring. It's one thing to get cheered when it's Seth Rollins inside the ring. It's one thing to get cheered when it's Roman inside the ring. But what if it's CM Punk? What if it's The Rock? I'm going to be interested to see who the crowd gets behind when they do come face to face. Because usually in those situations, rarely does the crowd go for both. Because there can only be one winner. It reminded me of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 17. The crowd loved both of them. But when it came time for the match, the crowd chose The Rock. Actually, that's not true. If you watch the WrestleMania 17 match, the crowd actually chose Austin and booed The Rock. But storyline-wise, the crowd chose The Rock. So you have to wonder, okay, we're going to have these two mega baby faces meet. Who's going to be the de facto heel between them? One would tell you it's CM Punk, but something tells me it's not going to go the way you think it is. Others will say it will. I have a feeling that it's not going to go that way. But we'll have to find out. DIY took on Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio and JD. Or Dom and Nick. No, actually, Tom and Nick. According to R-Truth, Tom and Nick. Look, not a fan of the Judgment Day, but I'm loving what they're doing with R-Truth. And I've said that many times before. But Dominic and JD had what I thought was a really good match with DIY. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa continue to prove why they are the workhorses. And at least in the tag team division. When they become single stars, they'll become the workhorses in the singles divisions. I think these two are going to be the ones who dethrone Judgment Day. Calling it now. When it happens, I don't know. Personally, if they do a match at the Royal Rumble, I see Judgment Day retaining. I see a revival kind of thing happening where they lose the first pay-per-view match, but then they win the next one. So I do see DIY losing. Straight up losing those tag team. Losing the title defenses to Judgment Day. But eventually when they get that rematch, that's when you give them the titles. I think this is going to be... This match was a good taste of what to expect from DIY when they finally start popping off again. They're going to be big. Huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Huge. I swear. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. I swear. I swear. I swear. I swear. It's going to be huge. Make tag teams great again. Now, speaking of tag teams, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell defeated Chelsea Green and Piper Niven in their women's tag team division match. Look, I appreciate Triple H going all in with this tag team division for the women. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, they're trying so hard to make it work, but I feel like it has no heat. It's just something, it's almost like they are obligated to do it. You know? Because they have women's tag team titles. But I don't know. Even the other one with Tegan Nox and Natalya taking on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I forgot her name for a minute. I don't know why. I blanked on her name. But and look, I thought the second match was better than the first one. This was essentially a squash match for Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Because, you know, they had to get a win somehow. Glad they got this win. But I don't know. It's lacking heat. And so, we already know that Kayden Carter and Katana Chance are going to lose those belts to the Kabuki Warriors. You already know that, right? Do we know that? Can we agree with that? Io Sky is going to be the SmackDown Women's Champion, and then, of course, the Kabuki Warriors are going to win those tag team titles. So, Damage Control can have all the belts, right? Except for Bayley, who's not going to have a belt, and they kick her ass out. But yeah, like, you see, again, the setup is there. Guys, eventually, everything is going to fall into place. It's just, God, I want to get there, man. I just want to get there. So, this women's division is probably going to need to get those belts on the Kabuki Warriors soon, because, yeah, it's kind of cold right now. It's really, really cold. Next up, I believe, is the Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley promo, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or is that the Gunther promo? Never mind. It's the Gunther. Gunther! Nah, 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 nah. Gunther promo. Gunther lets us in a little secret that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble and be the one to win it. Psych! But don't count out Gunther. So yeah, Gunther's going to enter the Royal Rumble. I believe that what they're doing with the New Day and Imperium might be some of the best build to a tag team match that I've seen in a long time. And believe it or not, it happened by accident. That Giovanni Vinci injury, although it was by accident, I think it was exactly what this needed, because damn it, was this whole New Day versus Imperium thing was cold for the longest time. Until Giovanni Vinci got hurt by accident. And, by the way, he's okay. Just so we're clear, he got a concussion. It was minor. He's fine. But they're keeping him off TV to sell the injury, right? And then, of course, last week you had Ludwig Kaiser. How does Samantha do it? Samantha Irving. Damn. Ludwig Kaiser. Something like that. Ludwig. Whatever. You know, he drop kicked Kofi's skull into the steel steps and put him out. And so this week, we had Xavier Woods make his comeback, who was injured for a little bit there. And they had a match that went to a DQ, or a no contest. How about that? It went to a no contest. Actually, no, it wasn't DQ. Last week it was a no contest. This week it was a DQ because Xavier Woods lost his mind. And he wanted flesh. He wanted a piece, literally, of Giovanni Vinci. No, Ludwig Kaiser. That one. The other one. Giovanni's not here. The one who's here is Ludwig. There. He wanted a piece of Ludwig. Ludwig got the hell out of there. And Xavier Woods let it be known that he wants a piece of that ass. Pause. Backstage, we see them brawl some more, and then Jay Yeet Uso came and stopped that shit. Just put a stop to it. Halt! In the name of love. What? Before you break my heart. Okay. Alright. Focus, Alex. Focus. So, I'm excited about that match. When they actually do like a straight up, no holds barred match between the New Day and Imperium, I think that match is gonna kill. It's gonna be fire! Yeah! What else we got here? Okay, so I think after this was when we still don't get to Becky and Rhea. I think after this is when they did Akira Tozawa versus Ivar, right? Yeah, so Akira Tozawa beats Ivar by a pinfall. And then he gets attacked. And then next week is going to be Ivar and thank you, Chad Gable. Which I'm going to assume Chad Gable will win, right? And then we're also going to get freaking Ivy Nile versus Sarah Logan. I mean Valhalla. Now is it Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch? Yes, now it's Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. So Ripley comes out, lets people know that if you are unfortunate enough to win the Women's Royal Rumble, unless you want to waste your win at WrestleMania, don't pick me. Pick the other person, because whoever picks me is going to lose. Because mommy always comes out on top. We can agree on that, Rhea. In more ways than one. Anyways, Becky Lynch comes out, and again, this is like her getting her poem book out, her diary out. And she talks about the similarities between their journeys and the differences and how they're two of the very best to do it. But there's a voice in her head that says Rhea Ripley, for the first time in her life, might be better than her. And she needs to prove to herself that she can overcome her. And the only way to do it is by winning the Royal Rumble. And then Rhea tells Becky, you know what, Becky? I hope you win too. See your ass at WrestleMania. So, I think it's honestly, without question, safe to assume that this is your WrestleMania Raw Women's Championship, or the World Heavyweight Women's Championship. Or is it the World Women's Championship? Her belt, Rhea's belt. It's gonna be the belt that's on Raw for the women, involving Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. That's what I think is gonna happen. Me personally, if I was gonna get there, I would have Becky get there by winning the Chamber. Bayley needs to win the Rumble. And then we do Bayley versus Io Sky. Those are the stories we got going. I'm telling y'all. And since the premise here is that Becky doesn't think she can beat Rhea, okay, we gotta do something to really hammer that home. I don't know what else I can say about it. It's just, I have a feeling that if that's gonna be the story, that Becky can't find it within herself to beat Rhea, I think it's going to require a little bit more than just, I don't think I can beat you. Like, I would like to see Becky try and then fail. And then still get to WrestleMania and lose. But anyways. And then you can do a lot. You can do a lot with that. Have Becky do all that build up, all that confidence just to get to WrestleMania and lose anyways. Like, where do you go from that? Probably more matches. The Awesome Truth lost to the Judgment Day. Of course, R-Truth is the unofficial member of the Judgment Day. One of the only things that's making me like the group. He was doing a comedy segment earlier where he was selling bootlegged t-shirts of the Judgment Day with R-Truth taped over it. And he made a lot of money off of it. And he gave Judgment Day a cut of their money during the match, before the match, and I guess after the match. Yeah. Nothing else much to say here. R-Truth ate the pin for his team, although, you know, he keeps telling himself that Judgment Day likes him, but oh, who am I kidding? They like him. Who can hate R-Truth? Only idiots hate R-Truth. I'm just saying. And the last thing we'll talk about is, of course, the match you've all been waiting for. You've been waiting for it since Tony Khan went on his Twitter rant last week. It's the one match that's been hyped up, that Tony Khan himself promoted in front of 7 million impressions on Twitter. Don't hinder the agenda! Jinder Mahal, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship. I went into this match thinking something has to happen here. Either Damian Priest cashes in and pins Jinder, or Jinder actually wins this title, because we gotta get something for Seth to do at Royal Rumble, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, what would be a great way to get us to, and this is just my opinion, get us to Rumble for Seth, to maybe lose the belt and win it back? I would have Damian Priest cash in and pin Jinder Mahal. And then Seth gets an automatic rematch because he wasn't pinned for it. That's what I would have done. Now, Damian Priest did show up, but he got ran out by Drew, so that wasn't an option. The near falls in this match scared the living hell out of me. There was a point in the match where Seth got hit with the briefcase by one of the Inducir guys. One of them must have been Veer, who came hard, a lot. He came all over the place. He was just coming throughout the entire match. It was quite the sight to see. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Bah! Okay, they hit Seth with the briefcase, and then, what is it called? The Colossus? That half Nelson suplex that Jinder Mahal hits. The Colossus, right? He hits it, and I thought to myself, yo, he's about to win. 1, 2, near fall. Seth kicks out. Seth kicks out a lot. Probably kicked out of Veer coming. But then, of course, Seth does pin Jinder Mahal, and that was it. Seth just pins Jinder Mahal, and nothing else happens. That was just it. No follow-up. He just pinned him and won, and I was just like, that's it? No, what we doing? I know we're going to get Seth and CM Punk at WrestleMania. I know that's the goal. I'm not saying go away from it. I'm saying give me a little bit of something to hold me over, Triple H. God damn. Give me something. You know, because I'm hungry, man. Like, we're doing all this build-up. You're getting us excited. The cooking, we hear it sizzling. We smell the food, the aroma. I'm ready to eat. Can you give me an appetizer? Damn. But anyways, yeah, that was Raw. Again, stuff happened. Like, we had some development in the characters, but the story didn't progress. And I don't really see things progressing until we get to CM Punk and, of course, Cody Rhodes next Monday. And then maybe this last week. Like SmackDown, I think this week on SmackDown, this Friday, I can see that advancing some stuff because we got to get us excited for the Royal Rumble. And then Monday next week. And then we're just off to the races for the Royal Rumble. So, I'm excited. I am very, very interested to see how things play out for the Royal Rumble. Because it is next Saturday. So, I'm curious to know where we'll go with that. But how y'all feel about tonight's episode of Raw? Let me know. What grade would you give it? Give it a grade. Or rate it out of 1 to 10. How did y'all feel about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw? Yeah. Let me talk to you. Pause. Anyway, so guys, let me know if the Discord link is working. And again, I am pushing the shit out of this Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, join the Discord. Alright, what we got here? As A&B Convo said, smash the like button. A&B Convos will be joining me next Tuesday night. Tuesday. For the live stream of the Royal Rumble. We're gonna talk about it. Highway dealing danger. Moz, can we promote just Alex's Discord on Twitter, IG, Facebook if we can get more people to join? Yeah, you can promote it whatever you want, y'all. Promote it wherever. Whenever, wherever. Whenever. Wherever we like to be together. Well, TPZ, if that is your real name, I'm gonna call you Taraji. TPZ. Raw was meh. Like you say, it was kind of filler. I will say the crowd was low because, yeah, I did notice that the crowd wasn't full. That's why I didn't even mention it. The weather conditions basically stopped the crowd from being packed. And that's why they had that setup. Because of the weather. It's bad over here too. It's gonna be a blizzard tomorrow, so I might not have electricity when I wake up. So pray for me. But yeah, despite that, it was still a fine show. It was fine. 7.5, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Let me see here. Jinder has a dream. He had a dream and it failed. His dream was that he wouldn't be hindered. But unfortunately, Seth freaking Rollins had other dreams. He had other things in place. He said, the only thing that's gonna hinder me is my wife. Hindering me from getting the... Anyways, let's keep going. What? What you thought I was gonna say? I was gonna say, getting a chance to play the PS5. It's me on the PS. Anyways, I just expected something to happen, but I think WWE is just on taking things slow or something. Yeah, like Triple H is very meticulous when he wants things to happen. So he's gonna make you wait. He don't give a fuck. He will make you wait until it's time. TPZ says she wishes she has Taraji's money. Daquan is savage. He said, "What up? What up, Daquan?" How y'all like the music, by the way? How we liking the background music? Once again, give a shout out to the people who made Hindsight. Hindsight in 2020. How we feeling about the Texans? Man, let me tell you something. I love football. God damn it. Them wide receivers, those tight ends. I'm gonna tell you something. That Stroud kid, he's going some places. That's a future Hall of Famer. Us Texans, man, we are the true American team. When you think about America, when you think about the red, white, and the blue, you think about them Texans. Not them Cowboys. Them damn Texans. So best believe that we gonna keep it going. And we gonna carry that pigskin past that line all the time. Get deep in that end zone. Yeah, I said deep in that end zone. Have you heard that Danny Phantom is getting a live action in the works in Paramount? I haven't. I don't know how I feel about that. There are certain things that just should be animated and just left alone. Could it work? Maybe. I don't know. Shadowstar. My main problem with the women's tag team titles is that they don't have a division at all. Well, no, they have a division. I do agree that the tag teams feel random as fuck, though. They haven't really built the tag teams up very well to make us think that they're tag teams. It's just, hey, what you doing? Nothing. Team. Go. The Eagles lost today to the Buccaneers. Them Buccaneers beat the Eagles. They weren't strong enough. They not like the Texans. The Texans is the real American dream, I'm telling y'all. Quit sleeping on the Texans. I guess them Eagles don't fly no more. You're not gonna fly like an eagle into the future. How'd that song go? I think it goes, fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I'm gonna fly. Oh yeah, fly wide into the future. Time keep on slipping, slipping, sipping into the future. Why did I say sipping? Sipping, sipping, it's slipping. Time keeps on slipping, slipping. Well, they ain't flying no more. Alright, see, this is turning into time keeps on sipping. Sipping. I know it's slipping. Why would I say sipping? Not simp. I said sip, sipping. Time keeps on sipping. TPZ, when am I going into the studio? I don't know. You want me to make a single? Alex, how do I feel about the Emmys? Fuck the Emmys. Fuck the Emmys. Yo, I'll end it with this. One of my favorite shows of all time, Better Call Saul, which is actually a spin-off series to Breaking Bad. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, Better Call Saul had 53 53 nominations for an Emmy. They didn't win a single one. What the fuck? How does a show have that many nominations? 53 nominations. 53 nominations. And didn't win a single award. Fuck the Emmys. Nah, bro, that don't work for me, brother. I'm not gonna save the Emmys on this one like Hulk Hogan saved that teenage girl today, according to TMZ. Thank you, brother. Ain't gonna be saving the Emmys, brother. Let this train go off the tracks. All right, thank y'all so much. So one more time, get to the Discord. If you want to continue the conversation, join the Discord. Link to the Discord is down below in the description, or click the invite link if you haven't found it. But thank you all so much for joining me here. I will be back up here, hopefully, if my electricity is working, Wednesday for Dynamite, and then, of course, Friday for SmackDown. And then next week is the big Rumble live stream all week, baby, Raw. And then, of course, Tuesday is AB Combos for predictions. Then Wednesday for Dynamite. Then maybe I'll take a break for Thursday and Friday because I'm going to need that break before Saturday. But, yeah, it's going to be a big week next week, so be sure you tune in for that. But other than that, thank y'all so much for joining me on this stream. You guys are amazing. I'll catch you guys next time. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click the bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and Venmo! Yeah. See that 10 times fast. You guys got what I'm saying. Follow me on social media. Check out all the social media stuff. And yeah, thank you all for making me a part of your day. I will catch you next time right here in Alyx's world, the place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.